We're here with Dr. Santok Bedesha, a fellow with Xerox Corporation and manager of open innovation with Xerox's Innovation Group. When we think of Xerox, of course we think of copiers. I think people will be surprised to find out that there's much more, certainly, than copiers, and also the level of technology development that goes into those various products. Give us a sense with Xerox's Innovation Group of some of the work that you're involved in at Xerox.
As you know, the Xerox started as a copier company way back with the 914, and then evolving with the new set of technologies, which is the digitization, communication, and then in the services. Actually serving the market in the office, electronic publishing, book publishing, and then enterprise services, which relates to document processing, document management. It's a whole portfolio of the offerings which Xerox has come up with over the years. Mm-hmm. Certainly, we still take a lot of pride in copying and printing. But with the advancement in the technology, Xerox has actually advanced a number of new offerings.
And certainly in the digital age, when so much is done electronically as opposed to on paper, I'm sure that has presented opportunities and challenges both.
Absolutely. One of the thrusts we have is how do we actually move from a paper to a digital information. As you know, when people actually distribute used to distribute the prints, you print and then distribute. Mm-hmm. And nowadays, actually, you distribute and print.
That's true.
You know, so and on demand is something, and the technologies which go in there. Xerox, most of them, Xerox has pioneered, are partnered with others to then bring home and then give to the customers.
And so in terms of innovation, you talk about some of the collaboration, and that seems to be just a reality now in the industry. Even a company the size and strength and resources of Xerox needs to work with others in order to be able to innovate.
That's correct. And Xerox is not the only company which is doing it. This is really one of the trends. It is a macro trend, it's not a mega trend, mm-hmm. whereby as the resources are shrinking, have shrunk over the years, and customers are demanding more, customers are demanding fast, and there are not enough resources in any one organization, mm-hmm. and that gives you a motivation to look around, find partners, and then also things the others can do better than you. Why do you want to do yourself?
Right.
So getting others involved with your either within the core or around the core product is what everybody is trying to do, and it saves time, it saves money, and that's the thing to do. That's the way to do.
You've obviously done what you do very well. 28 years with Xerox, 158 U.S. patents, and the most prolific inventor, in fact, in Xerox Corporation history. How has that process changed over nearly 3 decades?
By the way, I'm not the only one who has. Yes, I have more than others, but. Xerox is a great history of innovation, has a history, and even now provides a great place to innovate. And if you look around, there will be at least 10 inventors who have more than 100 patents, mm-hmm. and some of them actually, coming very close to 150. Some of the new ones. So it's a great place to invent. It's a great environment to invent. And in my case, I've been a little bit more successful because I have moved from, I have not stayed with one discipline. I have moved with, the different areas where I have to get involved with the program teams to solve really critical problems. And that has been a big enabler. And also, if you look at my patents and number of authors on it, you will see multiple authors, mm-hmm. and that also helps a lot. And the third one, which touches the one to your question before, is basically you got to keep your eyes and ears open. Like this place, circa we came here it provides you an opportunity to hear others and gain knowledge and go back home and see how you can use that knowledge. And I have been very proactive in partnering with the universities and some of the other large corporations. So that has been a great enabler.
Back with Dr. Santok Bedesha, fellow with Xerox Corporation and manager of open innovation for Xerox's innovation group. Nanotechnology, it is an emerging science which has applications in so many different industries, and you're finding at Xerox Corporation that there's a place for nanotechnology and an ability to use nanotechnology to improve product development as well. Talk a little bit about nanotechnology as it relates to Xerox.
Definitely. There are a lot of opportunities in our devices. As I showed yesterday, one of the slides in my talk, that we move either toner or ink from surface to surface to surface to surface before you see a pretty color print. And our application space for nanos is through design of those surfaces. And those surfaces have multiple requirements like cleanability, ability to put image on it and then remove at the same time. So these are multiple requirements which we believe nanomaterials, nanocomposites would be a great enabler. Therefore, the motivation to actually look around, there's a lot of information outside. And one of the challenges we have, and some of the other industry has, is how do you actually harvest that knowledge and then see how can knowledge be then applied to design of these either the materials which we need, or the surfaces which we need, or even the subsystems which goes into the market.
And is it not the case also that your customers, that those you are working with are demanding more and more in terms of technology? They want the latest and greatest. They want it to be able to do more things, which puts additional pressure, I guess you might say, on the researchers to be able to deliver.
Yeah, absolutely. The customers always are more demanding. And some customers are willing to pay for the added features. High speed, image quality, and green nowadays is not a just good thing to say. This is almost a requirement, and it's beyond actually some of these regulations we talk about the green. But it offers an opportunity for a company like Xerox to be green. Lightweight is another one which nanos do offer, and we look at it either through the coatings or building these nanostructure into these surfaces, or even nano devices, the sensors, the talk which we just heard earlier this morning.
You had a chance to tour the Nano College and the Albany Nanotech Complex. What were your thoughts on what you see? Because I know you had told me you'd been reading about it, you'd been hearing about it, and we're looking forward to a chance to see it.
Actually, this is the first time I came and visited. I come to RPI quite often because I was here at RPI before, but never been to this complex. Very impressive, very high quality. Certainly, the major focus is on some semiconductors and nanoelectronics, which certainly is enabler here. And I'm impressed, and I'm going to go back with some thoughts in my mind and see if we can be a partner here, or at least explore the possibility of being a partner.
So there may be potential means to be able to partner with what Xerox does and kind of tap into the infrastructure and the intellectual infrastructure here as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. First step is to learn what is here, and that's what I'm doing. This is the part of the reason why I came here. And I will go back, talk to some of the folks, and hopefully we'll be able to do something together.
Back with Dr. Santok Bedesha, a fellow with Xerox Corporation and manager of open innovation for Xerox's innovation group. It's always fun to talk with someone in a position like yours who is really not only seeing but working at the cutting edge of technology development and perhaps has a chance to see things that we may not see coming. So here's my opportunity to pick your brain a little bit and see what's down the road, some of the exciting advancements, things that Xerox may be working on that, in fact, consumers may find of interest for the future.
There's a number of writings about the mega trends, and the best probably is the study which was published back in '06 by this economics journal. It was predicting the Foresight's 2020, and this was brought to my attention by Tom Costless the other day. And it talks about the mega trends, and that has to do with globalization, has to do with how the knowledge is managed, how people communicate, environment. Environment is not just green environment, but the work environment of people.
Sure.
And these are some of the mega trends. And then Xerox has a response to in all those mega trends, and we translate those to as micro trends and how we're going to respond. And for us, basically, is the document communications. And all sorts of documents. It's electronic and it's just paper and how the people view them. Then knowledge work is another one. As I said, mass customization. Nowadays, if you open your, the mail has a number of things in the mail. There's all the stuffers and how do we actually enable the customers to look at those statements which come from the bank, and also personalized communications along with the globalization and green.
So it's understanding really what the needs are going to be, what the trends are going to be, and using that in part to help guide technology development, correct?
That's correct.
To develop the technology just for the sake of doing it without an application wouldn't make much sense.
No, not for a private enterprise like Xerox. And for example, in the case of document communications, we all know that use of paper, at least in North America, is decreasing, but at the same time, it's increasing in the Asian countries. Knowledge work, people when they look at a document, they want to say what information do I get out of the document? How do I translate to a knowledge? How do I then use that knowledge to make decisions? And Xerox has strategies and activities ongoing in each one of these areas, in the mass customization, in personalization, in document communication, in the areas where we are very actually working with, either internally or with the partners outside. And then also we incubating some of the ideas, and then we also working in the research, which leading to all those things. Very actually, we have strategy in each one of those places and in each one of those areas.